Hello, and thank you for tuning in to our international news broadcast. Right now, let's review the top stories currently capturing global attention.
Event number 1. Iranian General Ismail Qaani is said to have fled to Israel after being accused of spying. Event number 2. NATO intercepts Iran's ballistic missiles heading to Turkey. Risk of war. Fine. Event number 3. A U.S. submarine used a torpedo to sink the Iranian warship Assassina in the Indian Ocean.
And now, for the details.
Prominent Iranian General Ismail Qaani, who was allegedly accused of spying for Tel Aviv, has defected to Israel. Israeli media reported on March 8th that Ismail Qaani, commander of the Quds Force of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, is now in a safe location in Israel. Qaani was scheduled to be executed on Saturday in Tehran, but according to media reports, he managed to escape the country in time. His current whereabouts have not been disclosed, nor is there any information on how he got there. Reports claim that Qaani was involved in the deaths of Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah in Beirut, Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh in Tehran, and Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei in Tehran. According to these reports, he provided Israel with their exact locations and escaped just before the airstrikes that eliminated these targets took place. In one of the most significant attacks of the ongoing war, the Israel Defense Forces, IDF, announced on Saturday evening that they had destroyed the headquarters of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, Quds Force. In recent years, Qaani's name has frequently appeared in the news as tensions escalated between Iran, Israel, and the United States. There have also been occasional rumors of assassination attempts or his disappearance during regional conflicts, though many of these claims remain unconfirmed. Late on Saturday, Israel also carried out a strike targeting the Quds Force commander in Lebanon at a hotel where he was reportedly hiding after fleeing southern Lebanon. 4 people were killed in the attack. The incident comes amid heightened tensions in the Middle East following joint U.S. and Israeli airstrikes on Iran last week. According to cited military statements, more than 1,000 strikes occurred in just a few days, reflecting a determined effort to destroy Iran's military capabilities and cripple its capacity to launch missiles or drones. Iran has launched unprecedented retaliatory attacks, targeting Israel and military air bases and strategic facilities in the Middle East, including in the UAE, Qatar, Bahrain, and Saudi Arabia. As has been reported, NATO forces shot down an Iranian ballistic missile heading toward Turkey, alliance officials said. A ballistic missile detected launching from Iran after passing through Iraqi and Syrian airspace toward Turkish airspace was promptly intercepted and neutralized by NATO air and missile defense forces deployed in the eastern Mediterranean, according to an English-language statement from the Turkish Ministry of National Defense. Debris that fell in the Dorchiol district of Hatay province was identified as belonging to the air defense interceptor missile used to eliminate the aerial threat. There were no casualties or human losses in the incident. In this context, NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte said the alliance does not intend to invoke Article 5 on Thursday after Iran fired a missile that entered Turkish airspace. Nobody's talking about Article 5, Rutte told Reuters. The most important thing is that our adversaries saw yesterday that NATO is very strong and vigilant and has been even more so since Saturday, he added. NATO's Article 5 on collective defense stipulates that an armed attack against one member is an attack against all and allows the alliance to take armed action against aggressors. The incident involving Turkey follows attacks on U.S. assets in Kuwait, Qatar, Bahrain, and other areas across the Middle East and North Africa. A wider conflict could be imminent, as both Iran and the United States have vowed to retaliate for losses on both sides. Iran has attacked multiple countries in response to U.S. and Israeli airstrikes against it. It has attacked the UAE, Bahrain, Oman, Kuwait, Iraq, and Saudi Arabia. Its northern neighbor, Azerbaijan, said an Iranian drone injured 4 civilians. More distant countries have also been affected, with drones targeting a British airbase in Cyprus this week, while Turkey said NATO air and missile defense systems shot down a missile heading for its airspace on Wednesday. Both nations are NATO members, bound by the treaty's Article 5 to rally to the defense of any member that is attacked. But experts say the threshold for the military alliance to mount a response remains very high. Iran denies firing a missile at Turkey but has not responded regarding the drones targeting the British base in Cyprus. The British Ministry of Defense said Wednesday that the Shahed-type drone, a weapon associated with Iran, which produces Shahed suicide attack drones and has exported them to its ally Russia, was not launched from Iran. CNBC has requested further comment from the Iranian Foreign Ministry. Analysts suggest these incidents show the war could expand and affect the entire alliance. Hamish Kinnear, A senior Middle East and North Africa analyst at risk analytics firm Verisk Maplecroft told CNBC the attacks on Turkey and the British airbase reflect Iran's willingness to expand what it sees as a war of survival. These incidents add to the risks of an expanding regional war, even if it's not clear whether Iran intentionally targeted Turkey, he said. He suggested that if Tehran decided to target Turkey more aggressively, it would likely attack U.S. bases and energy infrastructure, similar to Iran's tactics in the Persian Gulf. Haniyeh said Turkey wants to avoid being drawn into a war with Iran, but would likely consider direct retaliation if Iran began to explicitly target it. The Iranian warship Iris Dina was destroyed in the Indian Ocean by an advanced capability Mark 48 ADCAP torpedo launched from a U.S. submarine. It is one of the most dangerous anti-ship weapons in the U.S. arsenal, capable of breaking ships in half. This was reported in a Fox News article. Experts believe the attack was a demonstration of the U.S. Navy's superior advantage. This strike was intended to send a strong message to Tehran that Washington is ready for the most decisive actions. Thomas Shugart, a senior fellow at the Center for a New American Security, noted that this torpedo is equipped with a warhead weighing about 650 pounds and operates on a special principle. It does not directly hit the hull, but detonates beneath the keel, creating a massive gas bubble that breaks the ship's spine. The torpedo detonated under the Iranian ship's stern and lifted it out of the water, after which the vessel sank in just a few minutes, the source added. According to recent estimates, the cost of one Mark 48 ADCAP torpedo is approximately $4, $2 million. Despite the high cost, experts believe that using such weapons is well worth it when it comes to destroying a major warship. Shugart emphasized that such submarine attacks are extremely rare in modern naval history. Besides World War II, he pointed to the 1982 Falklands War as an example of a submarine-launched torpedo sinking a major surface warship. This is the second time in history that a nuclear submarine has launched a torpedo and sunk a ship. The only other similar incident was the British submarine HMS Conqueror, which sank the Argentine cruiser General Belgrano during the 1982 Falklands War, Shugart said. The expert believes this operation sent a clear message to the Iranian government. This strike sends the message that if Iran still has warships or government-owned vessels, they should not expect any mercy, he added. As previously reported, Pentagon Secretary Pete Hegseth announced the sinking of an Iranian warship off the coast of Sri Lanka by a U.S. submarine. He noted that this was the first time a ship had been sunk by a torpedo since World War II. Hegseth also reported the sinking of the Iranian ship Soleimani, named after Iranian General Qasem Soleimani, who was killed by the U.S. military during Donald Trump's first term. "I think the U.S. president got him twice," the secretary added, alluding to the previous operation targeting the general. Earlier news broke about an Iranian ship sinking off the coast of Sri Lanka. A Sri Lankan Navy spokesman reported finding the bodies of those on board. Navy spokesman Boudica Sampath said several bodies were recovered during the search operation, but the exact number of casualties has not yet been disclosed. 32 people were rescued. The nation's Navy, Coast Guard, and Air Force are participating in the rescue operation.